Hi, Kath Kyle here from kathkyle.com, and today I'm going to be talking about 7 ways to be more productive. So let's get started. So number 1, having a morning routine. I think this is absolutely critical, the way you start your day. So for example, there is a really good book called The Miracle Morning, and I highly recommend that you read that book because that will really give you the tools that you need to get started with a great morning routine. And I followed that for a couple of years and felt amazing, and now I kind of incorporate that through the day. But this is how I usually start my mornings. I wake up and I meditate for 20 minutes, and then I pray, I read my affirmations, I go downstairs and do yoga with my husband, and then we also pray again. And then I get my kids ready for school, and then I carry on. I make some healthy green juices, some celery juice, some green juice. I make my Green Thickies, which are my complete meal green smoothies. And I'll chop up some fruit, and then I'll go and get ready, and then I'll start work. So that is my, and I take my vitamins as well. So that is my morning routine in a nutshell, and this serves me really well for getting me focused and making me start the day feeling really productive. So number 2, I suggest to people, and this is what I do myself, is I intend my day. And this means the night before I write in my journal and I do something called intending my day, which means I write down what I'm going to do the very next day. And not only do I write down what I want to do, but I give things time slots as well. So I'm trying to be more realistic, because we're always overambitious about how much we can get done, and then we get disappointed. So try and be realistic about what you can actually do, and maybe just pick like 1 or 2 big things during that day, and put time slots in, like make appointments with yourself. So put in your morning routine. Say if your morning routine takes you up until 9 o'clock to do that, schedule that in, don't just ignore it. And then say from like 10 to 12 you're going to work on this big project that you've got. Maybe you're going to have a lunch break, schedule that in. Maybe you're going to go for a half an hour walk, schedule that in. And then when you're going to check your emails, put that in a block. Try and stick to the time limit so that it gets your brain in the right frame of mind for. So otherwise, some people can take all day about their emails, and they'll think, okay, another email's come in, I'm just going to respond to that one straight away. But if you put a block of time for your emails in, then it trains your brain to think, right, I've only got this half an hour to work on my email, so I'm just going to be very quick. I'm going to delete the ones that are not relevant to my productivity, to my success, and I'm going to very quickly respond to the other ones, or I'm going to put some things on my to-do list and then file them away. So quickly clear things off, unsubscribe from lists that are not helpful. And this is what I do with my blocks of time during the day. Make sure you get absolutely everything in, because if it's not scheduled, it won't get done. Tip number 3 is to batch process. So that means doing things of a similar nature all in one go. So this is how I batch process my work. I record my videos for the week all in one go, and then edit them all in one go, and write up the descriptions all in one go, and then schedule them out all in one go, or I might get my assistants to do these things. And then the other days I will say do all my writing in one go, or create my graphics, or hire somebody to create my graphics all in one go. So I do things in batches so that it makes things much quicker, because it takes me a lot of time to get my room set up for creating videos, and if I was to do that every single day, then I probably wouldn't bother to do it. I did actually start these vlogs saying that I was going to create one new video every single day, and I wasn't going to bother about the quality, and I just created these videos, and they looked really dark, and I just didn't like them. So I thought, I'm just going to take my own advice and batch process, because otherwise it always feels like you've got that thing hanging over you all the time. I've got to create that video every day. But if you batch process, you don't have to worry, because you've set aside a whole day to do that job. Task number 4 is, and this is really good when you batch process, is to improve things quickly. So read books, watch videos, and find out faster, more efficient, more effective ways of doing those jobs. So for example, it might take, say if it takes you like a whole day to create videos, you might think, well, how can I get that done faster? How can I improve so I'm doing, you know, less different takes of the videos, or I'm not spending so long editing and those kind of things. So just try and improve on the processes that you've already got. And tip number 5, there's a book called Eat That Frog, and this means whichever tasks you've got for the day, say if you've got like 5 things on your to-do list, what you need to do is prioritize them in order of importance and order of urgency. So if a task is urgent but it's not important, then don't do it at all. But if a task is important, then you do need to do it. But if it's important and urgent, then it needs to be done straight away. So Eating the Frog is all about tackling those jobs that need to be done straight away. So what's the most important thing? The one thing. That's another good book. The one thing. What's the one thing that you need to do every single day to work towards achieving those goals? So do that first. Tip number 6 is do some exercise every single day. Every day I make sure that I start my day with some yoga and I get out for a walk midday, and this really does help with your productivity. You do feel a lot more focused when you are doing exercise. I've also got a treadmill desk, and I've got a desk that rises up and I can walk while I work, and this really does help keep my mind focused on what I'm doing, because when you're sitting down all day you feel tired, your brain can't function properly, your brain needs oxygen, and you get that oxygen from exercise. So that really does help with your productivity, it really does. And finally, number 7, food. Make sure that you're eating a healthy diet. And what do I mean by a healthy diet? I mean lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, especially leafy greens. I am so passionate about my leafy greens, and that's why my other business, Green Thickies, focuses all about how to sneak those greens into delicious tasting food. And that's why I invented the Green Thickie, which is a complete meal in a glass full of leafy greens, but it tastes like dessert. And this is what I drink. I drink one for breakfast and one for lunch, and it really helps my mind be so productive and so focused and so clear and so crisp. And best of all, it doesn't take very long to drink. I can drink it while I'm working if I like. I choose to take my break while I'm walking, so I often drink my Green Thickie while I'm working at my desk, or maybe I'm watching somebody else's productivity video and getting tips from them while I drink my Green Thickie. And when I eat rubbishy food, which is not very often, I remind myself why I don't want to eat that food again, because I'm so unproductive, it's unbelievable. So if you've never tried eating healthy and eating loads of leafy greens, then I really encourage you to go over to greenthickies.com/basic. Get your first Green Thickie recipe, drink it tomorrow, and see how much more productive you are. So these are my 7 tips for being more productive. I hope you like them. And if you want to see more of these daily vlogs, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share this video with other people to help them, and come down and comment. Let me know what your tips are for being productive and what you are struggling with in terms of productivity. And come over to my blog, kathkyle.com, get my freebies from there, and you can also schedule in a free strategy call with me if you want to get help with your business as well. So I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Take care.